All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us on day three. It has been truly incredible. And now, before we go into any more teaching, I want to have Darlene come on real quick because she's not presenting anything today. And I wanted her to have a chance to tell y'all what she has to offer. So, Darlene, you can hop on and let us all know about how people can work with you one on one.
Thank you so much, Sammy. Really appreciate this. So I don't know about everybody else, but this so far past 2.5 days have just been mind blowing, amazing. Been enlightened so much from Miranda and Ronnie and the speaker we just had, whose name is escaping me, and just moving my body again is something that I really needed, and I forgot I did. so. Um, so just to tell you a little bit about my programs, I have one that's going to be starting, and it's called the High Achiever Transformation. So it's a deep subconscious programming experience for women who know they're meant for more and are ready to finally break through their invisible barriers. So if you know it's for you because you said, "Oh, I just really want to do something special with my life. I just can't seem to get out of my own way." This is for you. It's going to align your identity with the woman you're becoming. You're going to rewire your limiting beliefs. You're going to remove your internal resistance. And you're going to somehow identify and release your subconscious blocks with the superconscious method. And so it's going to be an 8-week program. There's like 4 different bonuses. And the transformation you'll receive will be after 8 weeks, you're going to experience newfound confidence, emotional freedom from the old patterns that keep you stuck and repeating the same thing year after year. And you're going to have an inner peace and clarity. You're going to have increased income or opportunities coming your way. You're going to improve your relationships with yourself, with your spouse, with your family, with your parents, and you're going to have better communication. You're going to trust your intuition so much more. You're going to have authentic self-expression. Your mental spaciness is going to be clearer. You're going to reduce that brain fog. And you're going to have motivation without self-sabotage. You're going to be motivated and just keep going, knowing that nothing can stop you, and you're going to be able to take bold action. You will not just think differently, you will be different. So the link will be with my replays, and um, I look forward to having you join me for a conversation to see if we're a good fit and to see if you match with my teachings, and we'll take it from there. So I look forward to talking with you, and I want you to enjoy the rest of the day with Ronnie's teaching. It's been so great for the past 2 days. I'm sure day number 3 will just be amazing. So thanks very much.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Darlene. So, I guess I should probably introduce mine as well. So I have a couple of options for working with me further than this. I regularly do like free virtual events. So you can follow me on social media so that you can keep up with those. But I also have a 12-week program called From Survival to Sovereignty. And it is about learning this how to stop living from automatic survival responses and start letting yourself consciously, especially in moments of stress, emotion, and activation, or start leading yourself consciously. So, survival mode, and then I talked about this in my teaching yesterday. Survival mode isn't a personality flaw, it's just conditioning, it's just what we learn because For so many of us, we had to learn how to survive before we even understood it. We started learning how to survive from a very young age, and those responses are stuck now, and we've got to work on changing them. When the nervous system learned to stay alert, or guarded, or reactive to keep safe, those patterns didn't just disappear when we didn't need them anymore. It didn't just go away because life changed and it's different now. So they continue to show up in our relationships and our decisions, our self trust, our money, our careers, and how we respond under pressure. So this work isn't about bypassing triggers or just thinking positive. It's about learning how to stay present inside being activated and to regulate your nervous system and choose to respond instead of to react. Sovereignty doesn't mean control. It means self-leadership in real time, not controlling all the situations and all the people around you because that's impossible. And most of the time, the reason people are unhappy is because they're trying to control things they can't. What we can control is how we respond. When you take back that control and stop letting all the things on the outside of you control you, your life will dramatically change. So, this path teaches you how to recognize survival patterns as they arise, to regulate the nervous system instead of overriding it, to interrupt reactive loops, rebuild trust with yourself, and move through life from clarity instead of defense. I mean, it's not about becoming someone new, it's about returning to yourself with awareness, capacity, and choice. And I also have a couple of other ways that people can work with me that are a little bit less like their packages. So you can choose either a session package or a 5 session package. And I'm working on the details of like specifically what it is all going to include because that's a new thing I'm offering. But yeah, if you're looking for something not as long term, that's a really great option for you. So now I'm going to get into the last little bit of teaching I'm going to do. So before we move forward, I want to take a moment to just, if you need to like get comfortable because we've been doing stuff for a little while, just stand up or wiggle around or whatever, get, you know, situated. Yeah, so what we just experienced with Deanna was activation, and activation opens energy. It wakes things up, it creates movement, and now we're going to let the body land. So let's place one hand on our chest and one on your belly, and just take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a second. And then a long, slow exhale through your mouth. And let's do that one more time. So there is nothing that you need to do with what you just moved. Nothing to analyze, nothing to capture. Your body knows how to integrate when it's given permission. So some of you might feel more energized, especially since that's the first thing we've really done that's had a lot of actual movement in it. Or you might feel emotional or tired or nothing at all. And those responses are all correct and fine. Activation doesn't have to feel dramatic or like anything crazy just happened. It can feel like space or it can come way, way later. I am famous for like being like, oh, well, nothing happened. And then like in 2 weeks, I'm like, oh, wait, I've been completely different lately. Something obviously happened there. So yeah, just take it as it comes and be okay with that. Accept it. you receive what you need when you're open to receiving. So if you're being open to receiving, you're going to get everything you need from this. Just let it come as it comes. So I want to name something that often goes unspoken after powerful embodiment work. The nervous system doesn't need more direction. It needs containment. Containment is what allows power to stay inside instead of spilling out. Without containment, energy can turn into anxiety. Inspiration can turn into urgency, which can also turn into anxiety. And activation can turn into burnout. So if you notice your mind wanting to do something right now, or fix something, or plan something, or message someone, that's not necessarily intuition. It's activation without containment. We just moved energy and called in energy and got rid of energy. So it's like I always think of like I can't remember whose science it was, but I remember from elementary school, and my dad used to always say it too, because he is a personal trainer, so he's big about staying in motion. What is in motion stays in motion, and what stops, stops. So we just moved a lot. So we want to keep doing something because we were just doing something, but we don't necessarily need to. We want to hold this energy that we just called into our lives and hold the safety that we've started to create for ourselves. So let all of that pass and let your body catch up to the energy. Nothing at all is being lost by slowing down. It took me a long time to learn that, even with like spiritual practices. And I'm still bad about it sometimes and have to be told slow down. I go do goddess yoga on Mondays typically. And there's very many times that she'll say something about slowing down. And I'm like, oh, wait, I do need to slow down. I'm just trying to go, go, go and keep moving energy and keep moving things. And sometimes we need to just sit with it and let things stabilize. So we're going to do a quick embodied orientation. So I want you to bring your attention to your body, not deeply, not intensely, just to notice. And I want you to notice where you feel the most sensation right now. It can maybe be warmth or tingling, pressure, softness. You don't even necessarily need to decide what it feels like or label it as good as bad. Just notice where you feel it. Maybe it just feels neutral. And neutral is important because neutral is when the system is actually kind of finished settling and organized itself. So sometimes not doing anything is kind of a good thing. Well, not anything, but normal for you. So let your awareness rest here for a few breaths. So just take a few, not super deep breaths, but deeper than usual breaths. This is what regulation looks like. It's not about excitement or collapsing. It's about steadiness. And it's okay if your system feels a little busy too. We haven't had that much time in between doing these things. So you've got to give it time to settle. If it feels quiet, that's okay. We're not trying to change our state right now. We're just teaching the body that being present with whatever we're feeling is safe and that it's okay to do. So I want to talk for a moment about something subtle but important. There is a difference between an energy and authority. And I'm sure most of you that would be watching things like this probably have a pretty good idea of that and understand that. But we don't always consciously actually think about that and consider that. So energy is movement. Energy is possibility. Energy is activation. And authority is containment, it's direction, it's coherence. And many people activate energy, but they don't stabilize it. They activate that energy, but they don't exercise their authority over it. And that doesn't really help that much. I mean, it definitely probably still has benefits for sure, but how much is it really going to do? That's why momentum collapses later. And authority isn't force. It's not about control. It's not about pushing. Authority is when the body trusts where it's going. Authority is when the body, the mind, the intuition, it trusts itself. It knows, okay, yeah, I don't have to be concerned of whether I'm doing the right thing or not. I know that this is what I need to do. So if you've ever felt inspired and then overwhelmed, clear and then scattered, or activated and then exhausted, it's not a lack of discipline. It's just energy without authority. So, what we're going to do now is teach the body how to hold power without urgency. So, I want to invite you into a quiet check in. We're not going to journal or anything like that. We're just going to notice. So, I want you to ask yourself silently, and go ahead and close your eyes because I feel like that takes us to a little bit of a different place and we can go deeper and get that answer more intuitively. What do I not want to lose from the reset? What did you get from this that you don't want to lose? Because so often we watch a really great webinar or workshop or attend a really great event, and then we're so inspired by it, but then we just forget all about it after it's done. So I'm just going to be quiet for a minute and let you think. What do you not want to lose from this reset? Okay, and now I want you to ask, what does my body need in order to carry this forward without effort? Don't force it, just let that answer come to you intuitively. Sometimes the answer might be rest or boundaries. Sometimes it's simplicity. Whatever comes up is enough. Integration doesn't ask for action, it asks for honesty. You just get honest with yourself. Okay, you can come back to this moment. So, as we move into our final session, I want you to remember this. Sustainable momentum is calm. It doesn't rush, it doesn't chase, it doesn't feel like it needs to prove itself. It moves because it's aligned. So, what comes next is not about adding more energy, it's about organizing what's already here. So, stay in your body, stay present, let go of trying to get it right. Authority emerges naturally when pressure is removed. So, remove the pressure and just let whatever comes to you come to you. So, to close the sovereign reset, we're focusing on how to move forward without losing what you've gained. Ronnie works with energetic authority. completion, and sustainable momentum, helping people move forward with clarity while maintaining energetic integrity.